Hi.
Hello.
Good morning.
And welcome back to Talking with Kitties. She is girlfriend.
He is boyfriend.
And
That's Finnegan.
that is Finnegan. Checking out
Stuff.
everything.
Everything. It's Sunday.
It is Sunday.
Overcast.
It is very overcast.
Kind of a lazy morning.
It was I was having some issues with getting moving.
Yeah.
This morning.
Motivation.
Yeah, it's not there.
Motivation was not there.
Nope.
But you finally got some good sleep last night.
I did, yeah. I haven't been sleeping real great the past few nights. I have no idea why. Got some okay-ish sleep yesterday.
I was really afraid I wasn't going to be able to sleep last night.
What?
Because I took almost a 4-hour nap.
Oh,
I think, because didn't we kind of, sort of, but not really nap for like 2 hours?
We doubled down on
I
2
don't know
naps.
how actually long my nap was.
know.
All in all, I napped yesterday, and I was afraid that I wouldn't sleep. But, man, I slept good. What do you see, Finners?
What are you doing?
Do you want to come up on a lap? Come on. He's not a lap cat.
He's not. Hey.
He's like, no, I just wanted scritches. Thank you.
He didn't even want that. He's like, nope. I thought, but I'm wrong. Good day, sir.
Good day.
Good day.
So you have been into the world of Diablo.
I've been balls deep in Diablo.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Hi, little
Blizzard.
gizzard.
It's definitely the best launch of a Blizzard game that I've seen to date. Even though it's not actually launch. Launch is actually
Tuesday.
Actual launch is Monday or Tuesday. So this is just for anybody that pre-order gets early access, which I'm guessing
Basically nerds.
yes, super nerds, and they're probably just using this as a bigger stress test, I would imagine.
That makes sense.
Yeah, shit's been super stable, super solid. I've been pretty impressed.
I was going to say, I haven't heard you complain about it yet at all.
There was a little bit of login issues yesterday afternoon.
With you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it took me a little bit to get it yesterday afternoon, but
I think the only issue that you've actually said, and I don't know if that's what caused it, but you and boy beat a bad guy or something.
yeah, that
and
one
then
boss
had to
was
redo
bugged.
it.
Yeah.
Boss, not bad guy.
Yeah, the one boss was bugged. We beat him, but it didn't register in the game, so we were just stuck in the arena with a dead boss.
Oh.
And there's nothing we could do.
So you couldn't even leave.
No, we couldn't even leave. There's nothing we could do. We were just stuck in the
So you
arena
had to log out and then log back in.
with a dead boss, and the game hadn't figured out the boss was dead, so we're just kind of like standing there like,
That sucks.
So we had to log out, log back in, and reset it, so we had to go fight him again.
Was he a hard boss?
He was. Kind of. He was really hard. The first time we did it, it was really hard.
I was going to ask if it was easier the second time.
It was significantly easier the second
But you knew the logistics and how it works.
Well, we had done that Friday night. Was whenever we tackled him the first time. Saturday morning before your brother got up, I was playing something. I got like 4 levels, and then we went in and
So
took
you
him on
had
again.
more
So I had-
experience
yeah.
and stuff too. Okay.
Yeah, so
That could be
combination
it.
of things probably helped. But yeah,
Nice.
it's been good so far.
Good. I'm glad.
I've been enjoying it. Probably a little bit too much.
I don't think too much. I think you've been enjoying it just the right amount.
And I'm about 3/4 of the way through Act 3. I want to finish up Act 3 today, so
How many acts are there?
4 or 5.
So you're almost done with the game?
No, it's a Diablo game.
No.
No, the base game, and the base story is like your introduction.
Oh.
That's how Diablo games work.
Okay.
So, I don't know if we've ever talked about it before, but she played Diablo 3 with me, except she didn't.
I did too.
We played Diablo 3, regular difficulty. We played through the whole way, beat the final boss.
We won.
And she's like, all right, we won, we're done. Like, wait, what?
That means you're done.
No,
you won
that's
the
not,
game.
That's not, no. That just means you started the game.
No,
Yep.
you won. You beat the bad guy, the baddest of bad guys. You won the game. When you play Mario Brothers and you beat Bowser, you're done.
No.
The baddest of bad Bowsers.
Yeah, whenever you beat Bowser, you start back over and everything's more difficult.
No.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
I don't want it more difficult. I just want to
That's-
beat the game and be done. I beat the game. I won. We're done.
Okay, yeah, but I'm just saying, even in your instance, no, there's still more game to play. It's just harder. You got World Tier 1 and World Tier 2 difficulty right now. Then you got to beat everything the first time. Then you unlock the harder tiers for the world. Then you go in and do it some more.
And do you still follow the same storyline though?
No, storyline's over then. Then you do other stuff.
Okay. So it's just open-ended to do whatever you want?
Yep.
Do you just have to run into stuff to find? Kind of like how the game with the cowboy and the horse?
Kind of, yeah.
Like there was a storyline,
Kinda,
but you
yeah.
could go find side quests and stuff to
Yeah,
do?
sort of.
Okay. Red Dead Redemption.
Yes.
That's what it was. I loved that game.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't play it, I loved it.
But it...
Fuck it for making me cry.
Exactly. It's like the ending was so sad. It's just like, I never want to touch that game again.
And I want you
The
to play
gameplay
again
was-
so bad because it was
and
so
we did.
fun.
We went through a whole second time, then he started getting sick again, and we're
And
both
we
like,
stopped.
yeah, no, we can't do
Yeah,
this.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That game was rough because of that. It was such a good game. But yeah, I mean, I want to beat Act 3 because at the beginning of Act 4, you get the quest to unlock mounts.
What's a mount?
Like a horse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that you can ride places.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you have to beat that so you can get a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nice because once you unlock mounts on your first character, it unlocks mounts for all of your characters.
Like from even if you start fresh with a new character. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So only one guy has to do the work and then everybody else gets to benefit.
Yep.
Nice.
And it's my rogue.
Your rogue.
Shooting all of the things.
That's so weird to me.
That seems to be weird to everybody, but yep, rogue. Shooting all the things. His name is Pokey.
Pokey.
Yes.
Because he shoots all the things with
Shoots all
sharp
the things
bits.
and has daggers and
So Pokey.
Pokey all around, yeah. I didn't show him to
You
you.
are incredible with coming up with names for things.
I made a barbarian just so I would have it.
In your
Yeah.
wheelhouse.
His name is Thonk.
Thonk.
Yes. Thonk.
That's great.
So I have Thonk and Pokey.
Thonk and Pokey. Okay.
Pokey looks like early 2000s screamo, emo, metal enthusiast.
Fun.
It's terrible.
I love it.
He's got like, not the mohawk, but like where all the sides are shaved and everything. And it's like all pointy and stuff up here, but it's like red and black. And then he's got big black eye makeup with tears coming down out of it. He looks ridiculous. And then
you picked this?
Yeah. And then he's got
You're like, it looks ridiculous.
got the little chin thing just like right here, just right at the bottom. He looks terrible. So, and the first thing I did was get a hood to cover it all up so nobody has to look at that.
Why would you do that?
Because I don't know.
You're ridiculous.
And your brother's playing a barbarian, which is weird because I feel like he usually plays range
He usually
classes.
plays one that's a real far back. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's doing the barbarian. So it's like we're switching.
What is his character's name? Do you remember?
Blith.
Blith.
He doesn't even know how to pronounce it.
Oh, Blythe.
It's Blith.
Okay.
And we were talking about it the other day. I was like, I call him Bilth.
Bilth.
Because it's just wrong. He's like, it's not even spelled like that. I was like, you don't know? Because he can't spell for shit.
That's true. Aw.
He knows it. He admits it.
No, he totally does.
He's like, I don't know if it's Blythe or Blith. I was like, it's Bilth. That's not. I was like, it's Bilth. Shut up. He made a female barbarian. Bald, has all kinds of tattoos everywhere. Like he went full Amazonian warrior princess or something.
Named Bilth.
Yeah, which he should have named her Snoo Snoo, but he didn't.
Snoo?
Yeah, you don't. It's a Futurama thing.
Oh, yeah, I don't know Snoo.
Bilth and Pokey running around
Bilth and
Sanctuary
Pokey running
shooting some
around.
demons.
Very nice.
Yeah. Diablo, good, yum.
Woo.
And that's the plan for later today.
Although, I guess,
More Diablo.
weren't you invited to play Sea of Thieves this afternoon as well?
Yeah.
You're not going to? You're going to ditch the dudes?
No, we'll see how it goes.
They really like you. I love that. Well, it's not like they won't ever invite you to play again.
Well, he didn't come last time, so we're just done with him.
I doubt it.
Makes me sad because I've been looking for people to play Sea of Thieves with for years.
I know, and you finally found your group, but you're like, dudes, right now? Really?
Diablo. I remember I told you there was a point Friday night because you were gone Friday night. And there was a point where I'm just sitting at the computer, running around, playing Diablo with one hand and jamming pizza into my mouth with the other hand. And I just got hit with this wave of nostalgia from like 15 years ago, 20 years ago of doing the exact same thing.
Playing literally,
Here we are.
literally playing Diablo.
Yeah, Diablo 2. Here we are. It's good. I like it. It's nice. It's fun. Yay. What I'm not playing is I'm like thinking about it all weekend.
So that's why you've been kind of out of it?
Yeah, I think that's been part of it.
You've been thinking about Diablo?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, balls deep.
Yeah.
Have you not been thinking about Diablo?
No.
Weird.
Not even a little bit.
Weird.
Yep. You are.
No. Andrew couldn't play for a little bit yesterday morning because his partner wanted to go shopping. I was like, do they not know that Diablo is a thing that is out now? What? Why shopping for what? For more Diablo? I don't understand. What is even going on right now? Devil's advocate?
Yes, to play devil's advocate. The only reason I know how this goes
Yeah, you have experience.
is I have a lot of experience with this.
Yes.
Andrew doesn't usually get into games like that sort of kind of thing. I was afraid to even make you go pick up groceries on Friday.
Yeah.
Like I asked you if it was okay or if I should do it later in the afternoon for me to get it.
I was so fucking annoyed Friday morning because I had so much adulting to do. And I had agreed to do all the adulting, but it worked out. It worked out because the adulting was supposed to be spread out over the day.
Yes.
And my plan was to bounce back and forth. But all of the adulting ended up happening in the morning, so I got it all in one lump sum. But all morning, I was like chomping at the bit. Like, I just want to play now. But I had to keep
But
doing
it did
all
work
of the
out
adulting.
because then you didn't have to play and stop and play and stop.
It absolutely worked out, but I was just chomping at the bit like, I don't want to do adult anymore. I do not want to do adult
I
anymore.
gave you options to not be an adult the entire day, though. You had every opportunity to say, no, I don't want to adult.
And you have experience in this field, but you have experience from Jesse's point of view.
Oh, 100%.
Because they are with the guy who is playing the game with me.
Yes.
And that's the
Yes.
That's the kicker.
Yeah, and I understand exactly where Jesse's coming from because I dated the guy who was playing games with you prior to us being together.
Yes.
And obviously, I wasn't dating them both at the same time.
Yes,
that would have been a disaster.
I'm the worst.
You are so much better than you were.
Yes.
So much better than you were.
Yes.
You actually pay attention to surroundings around you. Like you...
I always paid attention to surroundings around me, but I never had surroundings that were worth anything.
Yeah.
But the problem came in that I was always around and on doing stuff.
Yeah.
So everybody else wanted to be around and on doing stuff too, which screwed you over.
All the time.
All the time. I can't help that I'm so much fun to play games with.
I know, it's okay. Like I said, I love your game style though too, because you like to actually help people.
Mm-hmm.
Like yesterday morning, we were sitting drinking our coffee and he got maybe not a message, but there was somebody had posted something on Mastodon that they really wanted help in the game. And he's like, all right, when are you available? I can be on in like an hour. And the person was like, yeah, no, that'd be great. Yep. So I fed you breakfast and you're like, all right, girlfriend, love you. Kissed me and went upstairs and played for a couple hours with that person to get them through what they needed to get through.
That's what I like to do.
I love that you do that. I love that you help people. Like you play in your own free time to get yourself leveled up so then you can help more people. I like that.
And I have a habit of just logging into games and just kind of standing around waiting for people to say they need help. And be like, all right, I'm going to go to that person.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to go do that with that person. Oh, that's a big yawn. Oh, your face disappeared. That was a kitty yawn.
I'm learning. I passed my exam.
You did, as I knew you would.
I was not sure. I was not confident in myself at all.
But you...
I passed the exam. I haven't done anything else toward getting the license, but
beat the snot out of that exam. You didn't just pass it, like you...
I didn't beat the snot out of it. Okay, I beat the snot out of it.
You beat the snot out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm the worst for support because she called me. She's like, I passed it. I'm like, duh.
Yeah. There was no
obviously.
Girlfriend, that's wonderful. I'm so proud of you. It was just like, duh. I'm like,
yeah, I know.
Really, jerk face?
Yep.
The people at the center where I took the test were more supportive than you were.
They don't know you as well as I do.
That's true.
Well, of course you did. You're you. You knocked that shit out of the park is what you do.
Thanks. I was really worried. But now it's over. And
it's over.
And I haven't taken any step to get my license yet.
Do you know what the steps are at this point?
Kind of. They were in the email with the thing saying, the test saying that I passed. Yeah, and I was too
no time for words.
I'm gonna have to do that though. There's some things I have to look into because you're supposed to have your fingerprints taken to get your license, but your fingerprints don't change, correct?
No.
So if I've already been fingerprinted once, I shouldn't have to do it again.
No clue.
But that's my reasoning. I feel like there's no reason for me to have to get it done again because I got it done when I went for student teaching. You had to be fingerprinted. Yes. So I have to look into that.
So that's why there's paw prints on that table all the time.
That's how she gets up.
Yeah, that's so convoluted, but that's so gizzard.
So I spent this past week just reveling in the fact that I passed and not really decompressing. Yeah.
You're all up in your head about that.
I was really up in my head, but it's done. It's passed. It's over.
Done. Passed. Over.
And now I get to just learn how to do the actual job.
Which is punching people in the face.
No, that's your job right now in Diablo.
Oh, your job is selling the people insurance for face punches.
Well, I'm not selling them insurance.
Oh.
I'm not the seller.
We should probably get on that. You could corner the face punch market in insurance.
I'll work on that. Baby. Yeah. The face punch market for insurance.
Not a lot of people are really in that corner of everything yet.
I didn't know that Gizzard could, what's it called? When she's one place and all of a sudden she's at another
teleport?
Place. Yeah, I didn't know she could teleport.
Oh, yeah, absolutely she can.
She was like, I watched her just on the couch. And then all of a sudden I looked over and now she's at the top of her
magical.
tree. She's magical.
Absolutely magical.
Oh, I have a great little story about Gizmo.
Yes.
As I'm sure I've said multiple times in this, Gizmo does not like me. Gizmo does not cuddle me. Gizmo does not want really anything to do with me. Well, last night, while her daddy was playing video games and ignoring her, he probably wasn't. She probably just didn't go up. She had spent most of the day sound asleep in the front room on one of the chairs.
Which is her normal location.
That's her favorite place to sleep.
Whenever it's chilly. which for her is under 80.
I would even go so far as to say like 85, 90.
Yeah.
So I decided I was going to watch movies. So I ended up watching 2 movies yesterday because I just needed something to do. I watched Couples Retreat, which I love. I've seen that movie so many times, but it just cracks me up every time.
That was our go-to for a long time.
It was our go-to. And I haven't seen it in a while. So I'm like,
what was the other one?
I watched Couples
Retreat and something else.
We would watch Couples Retreat and we would watch
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall,
Yeah,
which I was going to look for to watch that as well. Then I came across, what was the second movie I watched? Oh, it's bad that I don't remember.
Must not have been a good movie.
Oh, it was a Nicholas Sparks adaptation.
Oh.
The Choice. Yeah. It was good. I cried a lot. It was good. I even knew what happened because I've read the book. So I was laying on the couch watching the second movie, and I wasn't cold. I wasn't chilly. I don't know why I did it, but I pulled the blanket up a little bit just to kind of be cozy. And then I was doing my thing because, I don't just watch TV or movies. I have to
do something else.
Do something else to distract me. So I was playing my game on my iPad, and all of a sudden I felt something on my legs, heavy. And I'm like,
whoa.
Sorry. A very light, feathery substance on my legs.
Well, it was probably her paws. That's lead.
Yeah, it was the little lead paws. Yeah. I thought it was like Finnegan, but I knew it wasn't Bubs because I didn't hear crying.
Yeah.
Bubs cries to announce where he's going every time.
Constantly.
So I moved my iPad and looked, and it was a gizzard. And I just like stopped doing anything and just laid there and looked at her. And I'm like, hi. Like I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to do anything to spook her. I'm just like, hi. And she like looked at me like she wasn't quite sure that this is what she wanted to do.
No, you are sketchy.
And then she walked up a little bit further, and then she made some biscuits and biscuits and biscuits and biscuits and biscuits.
You're lucky we just trimmed her the other day too.
It was still a little sharp.
I'll bet. It always is.
But biscuits and biscuits and biscuits. I like looked down at her and I went, how many biscuit orders do you have, little girl? And she just like looked at me and then just kept kneading away.
Oh
so
yeah,
like,
she gets started. She just keeps going.
I scratched her head a little bit, but I was afraid to pet her because I didn't want her to stop. So I just kind of ignored her and let her knead and do her thing. And then when she was tired from kneading and making biscuits, she curled up on my leg and like tried to take a little nappy nap. And I pet her little head and she was purring like crazy. It was the best thing ever.
I came downstairs and looked over and she's like all sprawled on you.
It was amazing. I was so worried because you came down the first time and she was kneading. And she like stopped and looked and I'm like, oh man. And I was like, boyfriend, you're the worst. And
you ruined everything.
Because she's going to be like, oh no, dad can't know that I'm actually being nice with mom. And then you didn't say anything. You didn't come in. You just went, oh. And then she like looked at me and then proceeded to knead. But then when she decided to lay down and snuggle, all bets were off. Like you came down the second time and even came in and she's just like, no, I'm cozy now.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm not moving. And I got to scratch her little head and she purred. It was so wonderful. That was the best session with her I've ever had.
That sounded like a pretty good one.
I don't know that she's ever actually like snuggled in. Usually it's like she'll step up, stand and look at me and be like, yeah, this isn't what I want. And then she'll leave.
Yeah, so
Once
she
I think
like,
she started kneading a little bit, but then she's like, yeah, no, this isn't right. And then she'd walk over. And
it takes her a while to warm up.
5 years.
It takes a while to warm up.
It
took several months before she would come out of the basement to see 3 were in.
It was so nice, though. I had a little gizzard, and she was so cuddly.
She's so cute when she's cuddly.
She's so sweet when she's cuddly. She's always cute, but she's so cute and sweet when she's cuddly. I had a dream about Casper last night.
Oh, did you?
I like to think that she visits me. I know that's not a thing, but
I'll go with it.
We were at Grandma's old house packing up stuff. It was like 4 a.m. and I had to go to school or work or something, and Mom wasn't going to let me take off, so I had to drive home without any sleep. And I'm like, well, I'm getting Casper and I'm taking her home with me. And so I went upstairs. Casper was laying in the middle of the hallway in like her little loaf position. And I like got down on the floor and we put our foreheads together and she purred a little bit. I was like, I love you, my sweet baby girl. And then like my brain must have been like, this isn't real. And then I was sad, but she was still there. And then I woke up. But it was nice.
Yeah, I've been sleeping like you lately. Usually if I can't sleep, I can't get to sleep. I toss and turn until like 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Then once I fall asleep, I'm asleep. The past couple of nights, I've been waking up at like 3 or 4 in the morning and just awake.
It sucks.
I just laying there.
Yeah, it sucks.
So then, what was it? It was Friday morning, we got up to normal time. Then Saturday morning. Didn't I get up at like 6:30?
Saturday morning, we got up and drank coffee at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because we're like, well, we're awake. That's why I was like,
we got up.
Naps.
We got up at like 6:30, came down, got coffee.
Had breakfast.
And then went back upstairs and had a nap at like
9:30.
Yeah.
It was 9:30. We laid down to have a little nappy nap.
We napped for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that.
Hour and a half, 2 hours. Wait, did I really nap did I get up then after that nap?
Yes, you got up.
Okay, and then I went down and had another nap later. Mm-hmm. Okay, I was going to say, wait a minute. I didn't nap from then until 4 something, did I? Okay.
No. Then you went back down for another nap at like I put you down for another nap around 2:30 or
2:30 or 3, and then I slept until about 4:15ish.
Yeah, sometime after that because I fed the kitties and then
because I got up and had to pee and open the door, and then there was a Finnegan, and that's how I realized what time it was.
Yeah. Can I help you? I'm eating here.
No, he was not. He was sitting at the door going, I'm ready to leave. Yeah. Oh, man, he was such a noisy little Finny. He napped with us at the 9:30 nap.
Yes.
Okay.
But the later nap,
the later nap, he climbed on us
and squeaked and squawked.
He was a squeaky squawker and wanted to play, and then he got Gizzard involved, and it was all bad.
It was all bad.
But last night when we tried to go to sleep,
he was crying at the door.
He was like crying at the door. It was so weird.
No, it wasn't even squeaking. He was crying at the door.
That's true. It was like a cry.
Meow, at the door. I have no idea what he wanted. He got a taste of napping with us. He's like, "Wait, no, guys." I'm like, "Nope, you had your shot. You screwed it up."
Mm-hmm. That was an amazing stretch. That made me feel stretched out just watching it.
This chair's pretty alright for stretching.
This one is not.
No, that one is not.
I can't get comfortable in this chair today. I keep trying to reposition myself and nothing's working.
I have that locked down really tight.
Yeah, you do.
What?
I don't know what she sees.
It's just a gizzard?
I think it's just a gizzard.
I think the boys are just... Well, I mean, Finnegan was down here at first, but he noped out. And Bubs has just been in the catio.
Bubs is sound asleep on his chair in the catio.
Yeah, my chair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. His chair. He has no fucks to give.
0 fucks. Out of fucks. None at all.
Nope.
So what else do we got going on? We have anything going on this week? Gizzard's birthday.
Gizzard's birthday.
Gizzard turns 5 on Tuesday, the 6th, which will be 2 days ago from anybody that's actually listening to this.
Yeah, yeah. Gizzard is 5 now.
Gizzard is 5. Our little girl is growing up.
She's getting so big.
She's not getting any bigger.
No, she's the little tiny one.
Little itty bitty gizzard. Our
little itty bitty girl.
Our 8-pound kitty with the 20-pound paws.
Yeah. Oh, she's loafing on the top of the thing and she barely fits.
She does.
You're so cute, Giz. And it's not because she's fat. It's just because it's a very small little thing.
Yeah, I don't think we have a whole lot going on this week.
No, I think...
Last week was pretty uneventful overall.
We have Gizmo's birthday and the truck appointment. That's the only thing. And then we have plans on Sunday.
Do we?
Yeah, Sunday.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But we'll be recording this before then. But we're going to have a group celebration because we're celebrating my birthday, Aaron's birthday, and Father's Day.
Yes.
And we're hosting.
Yeah,
I say I'm hosting, but I'm cooking.
But yeah, you're bringing.
I just decided it's easier for them to come here.
Yeah,
and I think we're just gonna have burgers and hot dogs and stuff.
Yeah, they can come over and burgers, hot dogs on the grill. Everybody hang out. I'll be upstairs playing Diablo. It'll be all good.
I mean, we were invited to the parents for a cookout today, and you're noping out because you won't play
Diablo weekend. And I told everybody that.
And it's okay.
I'm no life in this weekend.
The parents don't care. No one will care if you spend next weekend. Well, next weekend we are celebrating your birthday, so maybe you can at least come down and eat and then go up.
That's how I want to celebrate my birthday.
Okay, well then you're good to go. She looks very fluffy.
She is very fluffy.
Sometimes.
Usually, most of the time. She's more fluff than...
Not fluffy?
Yes, significantly fluffy.
She is.
They're all pretty fluffy. Finnegan's probably the sleekest of the 3.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Bubs is just... Poof.
Yeah.
He's just everywhere. He is unmanageable.
He is unmanageable in so many more ways than one.
Oh, so many ways, yes. It's been a warm week, though. It's been nice. You've been miserable.
I have been miserable.
So it's so funny. I was saying about it being too chilly for Gizzard. I knew it was warm the one day because I came downstairs and looked, and Gizzard was actually sprawled on one of the chairs in the catio. And she won't go out and sprawl in the catio like that unless it's mid 80s. If it's 70s, upper 70s, and sunny, and she can get into a window to get in the sun, that's okay. But yeah, she's in the catio. She needs sun on top of it.
That's insane.
She likes being warm.
That is so crazy.
Yep.
You're a weirdo. You definitely don't take after me.
Nope. She's a kitty.
Casper and Finnegan don't give a shit. Well, Casper didn't give a shit, and Finnegan doesn't give a shit. They're if the catio's open, they're in, and they don't care how cold it is. They would go out if it was snowing outside.
I think Casper did quite a few times.
She did.
And Bubs is just kind of, whatever. Depends on his mood.
It depends on his mood, and it depends if he's comfy wherever he's at initially.
Yeah, and if there's anything going on out there.
Yeah, so he He's just kind of...
He's Bubs. Doing his
just
Bubs
does
thing.
his own Bubs thing.
Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't...
I did not touch the drums at all last week.
Well, you were going to be a... What did you say? You're not doing... What did you say? How did you word it that you're not doing anything but Diablo? But what did you say you were like...
No lifing it?
No lifing it.
Yeah, well, I mean last week, because I was like trying to prep everything up so I could take
so you had
several days off.
You had a lot of stuff that you needed to do to get
touch
prepared.
the drums at all. Have to get back on that.
Mm-hmm.
We will see. If anybody doesn't follow the nerdy news, this is somewhat relevant because we pull content from Reddit for some of our episodes and such.
Mm-hmm.
Reddit is apparently going to start charging for API access on the back end for everything, which is what most third-party apps, and even their own app, what apps use to access the information is on the API back end. And they're going to start charging app makers for the access based on usage. It's ridiculous, exorbitant amounts. The one developer for the app Apollo on iOS has been in contact with them, and he got permission to share the conversation that he had, and it's been everywhere. With the prices that they're saying that they're going to be charging, that he will probably not be able to continue offering Apollo even as a paid app. And probably a lot of other third-party apps will disappear as well, because it's just exorbitant pricing. And my guess is that they are trying to price out third-party clients because they don't make any ad revenue off of third-party clients. So if there's no third-party mobile clients, then you will be forced to use Reddit's actual mobile app, which is hot garbage, but has ads built into it, so they get the revenue from it.
Yeah.
It's kind of just a crappy way to go about it. I think they were leveraging to start going public to become a publicly traded company for a while, though. Some of the behind-the-scenes stuff is getting sketchy. I think it was Forbes just cut their valuation of Reddit like in half or more over this past week. And now people are getting sketched out because Tencent just invested $300 million into Reddit. And Tencent is a Chinese company. So they're worried about Chinese censorship. Things are getting real sketchy over at Reddit. Real sketchy. So I don't know how this is going to go on. We're going to do a little bit of Redditing now, but we might start looking for other options for stuff in the not too distant future. But yeah, look into it. If you don't know about it, look into it. There's some shit going on.
All right. Am I the asshole for throwing my son's Switch in the trash?
Yes.
I'm going to say yes, too. My daughter, May, is 13 and has been having the worst mood swings with her periods. She's also had really bad cramping and other issues. She got snippy with my son, Mick, 9, over being loud while playing Fortnite. Mick decided that his revenge was to throw away my daughter's feminine hygiene products, all of them in the trash. She went to switch out her pad, and Mick threw everything away. I had to make an emergency run to get more pads for my daughter, who's already feeling shitty. I hear Mick playing Fortnite on his Switch and laughing with his friends about what he did. I grabbed his Switch and threw it in the trash. He starts crying, and my husband is like, really? And took it out of the garbage and told my son he's grounded from the Switch until we decide to give it back. My husband locked it up in a safe in our bedroom and swears he won't give it back, but throwing it away was over the top. I don't think Mick should get it back, and it should be given away to someone else, and my husband thinks I'm overreacting. But what our son did was cruel, and he should be punished for it, and a loss of his Switch is punishment.
Yeah, you're good. That's excessive. Her husband's 100% right. That's excessive.
First of all, he's 8, 9? He's
like
9.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand
No.
women's hygiene products and things.
No.
And if you threw them this might get a little gross, but throwing it in the trash, all feminine hygiene products come in a wrapper.
Right? Yeah.
So take them back out of the trash, because they threw away the Switch and they just took it out of the trash. So there's obviously nothing so gross in the trash that they don't want to touch it again. But yeah, no, that's excessive. I think explaining to him why what he did was wrong, because he obviously doesn't know. He just thought he was messing with his sister. Like that's...
And even if he did know, he still messing with his sister.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just some sibling shit.
Yeah. Explaining to him why what he did was wrong and that there were other ways to go about it.
Yeah.
Granted, girls can be hard to put up with when they're cranky and have their period, but he has to know that it's not her doing it on purpose kind of thing.
This should be
like a teachable moment for him to learn about what goes on. Yeah, I definitely think he should have his Switch taken away for a while.
Not thrown away or
given away.
Yeah,
I say like
much.
a week or something or a couple days, and he has to apologize to his sister.
Oh, yeah.
He gets his Switch back. He doesn't get his Switch.
What if they just just take his Switch away for 3 days every month.
Ooh. No, but that is, it's clever. No, absolutely not. But that is a clever way to do it. I mean, then he'd be as miserable as his sister so that he'd know how it felt. That would be an interesting.
Maybe not as miserable as his sister.
No, not as miserable, but equivalent for a 9-year-old boy.
Did anybody say that she is...
Grounding is appropriate. A permanent punishment for this is excessive. He's 9, doesn't understand why his sister's behavior. All he knows is that she's being mean to him and he reacted. He reacted like a jerk to someone who was being a jerk to him. This could have all been a teaching moment for him and your daughter, but instead you chose to perpetrate a cycle of irrational reacting. What was the lesson you wanted to teach him? You are the asshole. And then a lot of people, like after that, just say, yep, opportunity missed. This could have been a teaching tool. This could have been teaching.
Throwing it away. Being like, no, you're done with this. Like, what? That's crazy. Cray cray. I still cray cray. I still cray cray.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Cray cray. Cray cray.
Okay. Next. Am I the asshole for asking my husband to get my in-laws a hotel while they stay here 1 week postpartum? No,
you're not.
Not even a little bit. I don't even need to read the question. You are 100% not the asshole. I, 29 female, am 1 week postpartum today. I had a traumatic birth with an emergency C-section. I'm in so much pain I'm bleeding and I'm crying every other hour due to hormones and sleep deprivation. My husband, 34 male, and I invited his parents to come and visit to meet the baby. I extended the invitation to them and they will be arriving tomorrow. They will be staying with us and I'm absolutely not ready for people to stay in my home yet. Initially, I thought I was okay with it, but I've changed my mind. I'm really not ready. I'm so happy for them to visit and soak in their new grandchild, but I'm not ready to have people sleeping in my house while I'm trying to get to know my newborn. I've asked my husband if we can book a hotel for his parents, but he's insisting that they stay with us. I've told him I'm really uncomfortable with it and that I've changed my mind about hosting visitors and that I'm willing to book the hotel for them. He thinks I'm being unreasonable and that I'm not being fair. Am I the asshole for changing my mind and wanting my in-laws to stay in a hotel?
No, you're not at all.
No.
Fuck being fair. You just pushed a baby out your body.
She didn't push it out. She had the baby ripped out of her body.
Yeah.
But even if it was pushed a baby out of your body.
I would be curious what the in-laws would say about it because I would just be curious like which way they would go.
Yeah. If they were decent people, you would think at least the mother-in-law would be like, oh, honey, no, I get it. And they would stay in a hotel. Yeah. Like, she's not saying they can't, like, to cancel the visit completely.
Yeah, no, they're just saying,
she wants them to be there and to get to see their grandkid, but...
Yeah, no, she's not the asshole at all for that.
Not the asshole. It honestly blows my mind when families think it's appropriate to stay immediately after kids have given birth.
Yeah.
Unless they have any intention of putting themselves to work whilst they visit, they really should stay away. Your husband needs to start listening to you, and if you're unable to persuade him, then he needs to understand that there will be expectations made of them. They're not guests. They will be pitching in with the housework whilst they're staying.
That's valid too. They are family.
And it says, what's ETA?
Estimated
Everyone the asshole?
Oh, maybe.
It is true that OP extended the invitation and not necessarily that the in-laws are overstepping. Regardless, the invitation was extended prior to the circumstances changing, and in light of OP's difficulties, I still think it's fair to expect that the in-laws to help out if they do wind up staying, with the husband taking on any and all hosting duties. To be honest, I'd expect this of anyone staying overnight immediately after their family just had a baby. I agree. I think instead of going to her husband, who is apparently whiny about talking to his parents, I think she should just go straight to her mother-in-law and be like, look, I'm really sorry. Like, just talk to them and be like, it's not that I don't want you to visit. I still want you to visit, but I'm just not up to having people...
There's a lot.
Poor woman's been through enough. Give her a break.
But there's a lot wrapped up in that too. So, that's why I was saying, I wonder what the in-laws would be like. Because is that where he got, did they instill that type of stuff into him? Or would they be the same way?
Yeah.
Is that something she should even have to deal with? And it's just, there's a lot there.
And we don't know enough of it, but she's not.
She made the plans and everything, but extenuating circumstances are a thing. And
they
probably
she had no idea how she was going to feel.
Yeah.
And she still wants them to come, which is better than a lot of people I feel would be. A lot of people would just be like, I don't want anybody here. Yeah. She wants them to come and get to spend time with their grandchild. She just doesn't want them to stay at her house because then she'll feel like she has to cook for them. Then she'll feel like she has to clean up more for them. The poor woman should not have to host.
She has to recover.
Her in-laws after having a child
cut out of her because she's got all that healing that she has to do too.
She's got all the healing still. There's no way, like she still has stitches, and there's no way this poor woman should have to do any of that. Am I the asshole for bringing my nephew to lunch with me? A few months back, my sister-in-law was T-boned at a light. The person didn't even brake and hit her side of the car going fast. Worse still, she was a new mom of a month. Her injury was awful and included a broken pelvis right after a C-section. Oh my God. Her boyfriend bailed on her and the new baby, so my husband and his parents have become full-time caregivers. Jesus, this poor woman. I often have my nephew with me and acting his primary mother role. My whole family knows this. My sister had a birthday party at a restaurant and I brought my nephew. He wasn't bad or anything, but my sister was mad at me that I brought a baby to her birthday dinner. My family just told me to give them a heads up in the future because they might want to change plans if a baby is coming. I told them as of right now they should be treating my nephew and I as a package deal because my sister-in-law has a long road of recovery ahead of her. My dad told me, I'm sorry you have to go through this. It isn't right to raise a baby at my age because I'm so young. I'm 24. My response was, what the fuck is wrong with you all? And now everyone acts like I'm out of line and being disrespectful to my family. Info, the lunch was at a cheesecake factory. Now you and I might have different opinions on this.
If it was a no kids thing, then she probably should have given them a heads up instead of just them assuming. Because she doesn't have kids, but she's dealing with the whole sister-in-law thing. Her nephew's with her all the time. I get all that. But, there should have been a heads up or something like, hey, I'm going to have him with me.
Even
and
if it was a no kids thing, you're going to a restaurant. It's not like it's like a party where people are getting shit-faced. You're going to a restaurant. You have a kid, the baby, and he's baby, it sounds like. Because he would have just been, I'm assuming that he's the baby that, so he's like newborn-ish. Yeah. So he's going to be sleeping in a car seat or like
I'm not saying she's the asshole. I just want to clarify that because I didn't get to that point yet.
Sorry.
But I don't think she's the asshole at all.
You don't think the family was wrong asking for a heads up that the baby's coming?
I don't think the family was wrong asking for a heads up. I think there's a lot of assholery in there, but it's not her.
Not on
at
her.
all.
I agree. No. Okay.
I don't think she's the asshole at all.
I think she's an amazing person for helping to raise her sister-in-law's child.
I probably should have led with that.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think she's the asshole at all. I think there's some assholery going on with her family. I think she said that she told them that they should assume that her and the nephew are going to be
the baby are going to be a.
But that probably should have been stated prior, and it probably could have saved some of this.
I wasn't thinking of that.
I know, but I'm just saying.
See, no, and I agree with you, but at the same time, it's like.
But the statement has been made now. The discussion has been made. So now
it's been made, so now they know. I think with everything that she's been going through, trying to help her sister-in-law, that's the last thing that she's going. Oh, I should make sure they know that I'm bringing the baby to the cheesecake factory. Like, come on, give the poor girl a break.
No, not the asshole at all.
No, not even a little bit.
All the assholery is in the family.
We're going to do a not safe for work one, although I don't know why. Am I the asshole for not involving my mother-in-law in the planning of my baby shower, but involving my stepmother-in-law? Trigger warning, death of family.
Oh.
So
that's quite the baby shower.
Ooh. So I, female 20, and my husband, 20 male, are expecting our first baby. And of course, both of us and all of our family and friends are excited. Now for some backstory that's important. My mother passed away almost a year ago unexpectedly. I have two mother-in-laws, the biological mom of my husband, Macy, and the stepmom, Sarah. But after the passing of my mom, both mother-in-laws had different reactions. Macy never liked my mom and was quick to try and replace her, saying things like, now I'm your only motherly figure, or referring to herself as mommy. I've never called Macy mom, nor mommy, and I've only called her by her name. This felt very off-putting to me. I had to ask her over a dozen times, please not to say things like that, or not to address herself as my mom. Before this, our relationship was very so-so. We didn't have a problem with each other, but we weren't extremely close either. Our relationship quickly deteriorated after my mom's passing. That's fucked up.
That's really fucked up.
Sarah, who is the stepmom.
I think we can figure out why there is a stepmom now.
Yeah. Sarah was super supportive of me throughout the grieving process. She didn't know my mom super well, but she wasn't pushing to be a replacement. She was always there to be a shoulder to cry on and to help with the overwhelming task of getting everything in order with the funeral and all the fun paperwork that comes with a passing. Our relationship grew a lot after that. We're pretty close now. Now on to the actual story. It came time to plan the baby shower, so I picked some of the most important women in my life that live in the area and are willing to help host the shower. I chose my aunt, my mom's best friend, who is also like a second mom to me, and Sarah. We all went out to a cafe and got the plans made for the shower. Well, the invites arrived today, so me and my husband hand-delivered one to Macy, and she flipped all in caps, crying, yelling about how much she wanted to plan the shower, saying that I'm an asshole for including Sarah and not her, and how I'm including the fake grandma. Husband says I'm not in the wrong, but the rest of his family on Macy's side says that we're a couple of assholes. Am I the asshole? No, absolutely not.
Not at all. And Macy can fuck right off.
Yeah, I wouldn't even invited her to the baby shower at that point.
You should have expected some kind of fallout just because of the way that she was.
Because of the way she's been the whole way through.
I feel like you should have seen that coming a little bit.
And maybe they did, but still for them.
Still not the asshole.
And it's only Macy's side of the family that is saying that they're assholes. So I think that side of the family is entitled and dumb.
I have a feeling we're seeing why she's
the ex-mother-in-law.
Yep.
I mean, even her husband, who that is his biological mother, is like, yeah, no, you're not in the wrong. Like, he agrees that it was okay to have Sarah do it instead, because Sarah sounds like more of a stand-up person than Macy has ever been.
What do the people say?
I haven't even been reading those. I just go with ours.
I want my vindication.
Absolutely not the asshole.
Yep.
Seems to me that Macy is just upset that you don't see her the same way she sees herself. Furthermore, since she can't respect your wishes to not make inappropriate comments and references to herself in light of your mother's death, you don't owe her anything at all in terms of letting her plan the baby shower. Honestly, she should be happy you're even inviting her, because I don't know if I would have.
Yeah.
Also, I'm really glad your husband is supportive of you and thinks you made the right decision. You deserve to be around people who support and uplift you when you need it, not people who like to bolster themselves at the cost of disrespecting a recently deceased family member. I hope things get better between you and her eventually, but you're definitely not the asshole.
Yeah, that's super fucked up. Oh, your mom's passed? Well, I guess I'm your mom now. Like, what? Can't even imagine.
I know. Now I'm your mommy? Like, what?
That's fucked up.
That's so messed up.
I don't like that. Macy's got issues.
Yeah.
That she should probably spend some time working on.
Okay, this one just, am I the asshole for not wanting to pet the dog at Lowe's? The fact that somebody had to write in on Reddit to ask if they were an asshole for not wanting to pet an animal blows my mind.
Dog owners, though.
I can't. No.
Not all of them.
I mean,
obviously.
Because true, but I'm thinking like Becca has, 2 dogs? If you were to go over to her house, Becca knows how you feel about dogs. Becca wouldn't think you were an asshole for not petting her dogs. Anyway, I went to Lowe's today to get some lumber and other things for a home project. I'm looking for an item when I feel something wet on my leg.
Ugh.
I jump a bit, and a lady holding a leash to what looked to be a golden retriever goes, "Oh, he didn't mean to startle you. He's friendly. Don't worry."
No.
I tell her I'm not dog friendly, so can you please move along or at least get your dog away from me? She goes, "Oh well, you'll love my dog. Even people who don't like dogs love him. Just pet him and he'll go away," and doesn't remove the dog from my space. I get more firm with her and raise my voice slightly. "Please get your dog away from me." She goes, "No need to be rude, asshole. My dog's not going to hurt you." She continues, "If you don't want to be around dogs, go somewhere else."
You're in Lowe's.
I'm incredulous. I tell her this isn't a fucking dog store. This is a hardware store. I need to be in this aisle. Your dog doesn't. Get the fuck away from me. She leaves the aisle in a huff. By the time she left, I had noticed people coming to see what the commotion was. I got my things, checked out, and left. Am I the asshole?
No, not at all.
He flat out told her, I'm not a dog person. What if he had a traumatic experience and had been bit by a dog when he was younger?
It doesn't even matter.
No, but I'm just saying, we don't even have to give a reason why he doesn't like dogs. You can just not like things. It's okay.
The dog owners that I've dealt with are like, "Oh, no, my dog's fine." And I just thrust it upon everybody.
And I agree with him. Like, if he would have said, "Well, I'm not a dog person," she should have been like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then taken the dog away.
Yeah.
Not doubled down and been like,
"Oh, no, he's fine.
My dog is perfect.
He's fine, and you'll get to like..." No, I don't like it.
Because we wouldn't do that with our cats.
No.
It's different if you come to our house.
Yes, absolutely.
But even then, if you come to our house and you don't like cats, we're going to tell you that we have cats.
Yeah, before you come.
We're going to try to keep them away from you, but the fact is they live here. But if you're at a store like Lowe's...
At a Lowe's, right?
There is no... Oh.
Yeah.
Top comment. Not the asshole. Dog owners like that are shit people. And I say this as a dog owner. And then the next person says, dog owners are just as bad as smokers. They think it's acceptable anywhere. They don't recognize personal space. They don't care if you're allergic. They get mad at you when you complain about their lack of boundaries and manners.
Absolutely. And I'll agree with that as an ex-smoker.
Yeah.
Fuck that person.
I mean, I knew going into it with just the title, but wow.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. I don't like that at all.
Am I the asshole for telling one of my best friends that she was absolutely not my ex-boyfriend's type?
Am I the asshole
for telling one of my best friends that she was absolutely not my ex-boyfriend's type? I know. Okay.
That's hard to wrap my head around.
My female 32 and my ex-boyfriend, male 35, broke up about 5 months ago after 4 years together. He is the most amazing guy and I love him very much. These past months have been the worst in my life. He is very handsome and successful and rich. This is relevant. I'm sure he will not have any problems getting into a new relationship. He broke up with me because we don't want the same things. He wants children and a family and I don't. I think we stayed together for so long, even though we knew we wanted different things. We probably kind of thought we would change each other's minds, and that love is all that matters. I still love him, but I don't know if he still loves me. When we broke up, I asked for a clean break. It means no contact between us because I needed to get over him. My friends know all of this, and they know how much I love him. One of my best friends, female 28, jokingly said that he was up for grabs a month after we broke up. I ignored her. I thought it was a bad joke. She's very beautiful, and she basically can get whoever she wants. She always said that she's never been rejected before, and I believe her. I know my ex didn't really like her because she wants a rich guy and because she had done a lot of plastic surgeries. Last time we had dinner, she brought up wanting to date him, and one other friend said that we didn't do that to each other. She laughed it off and said, well, you can try, but you're not his type. She said that she's never been rejected before, and this is where I might have been an asshole. I told her he didn't like greedy girls with lip injections and fake breasts. She started crying, telling me how she won't feel sorry taking him because I'm a bitch and an asshole. My friends sided with her on this. I waited until I was in my car to start crying. I don't think I'm the asshole. She knows I still love him, and I'm not over him. Couldn't she at least wait? I know she's panicking because she kept saying that he won't be single for long. I don't know. Tell me if I should apologize.
No, don't apologize. You need new friends. What the fuck?
Update. Okay, so do you want to do the update or we want to do, you obviously know, like, she's not the asshole. This friend, she needs new friends.
Yes.
Her friends are complete assholes. Update. Thank you very much for not finding me an asshole. My gut feeling was right about this whole situation. I talked to a mutual friend today. My former best friend has asked my ex to dinner about 2 weeks ago, the same week we had our fight. She took him to one of my favorite restaurants that she knows we both loved. After the dinner, he stopped answering her calls and texts. I don't know what happened there and why he agreed to have dinner with her in the first place, but I can't help but cry and feel hurt. I know this is juvenile and I need to let him go, but I could not stop crying anyway. I need to work on myself and move on. I love him and I want him to be happy. I can't start crying at the mere thought of him moving on. My former best friend is angry with me and has told me and our mutual friends that I have forbidden him from seeing her, and that's why he didn't text her back or answer her calls. I said that that wasn't true and that I haven't had any contact with him since I moved out. I don't know if our friends believe me or not. I feel like I don't have the energy to care if they do or don't. When everything settles down and everyone's moved on, the ones that care about me will stay in my life, and the rest, well, they're not worth being sad about losing.
That just makes me tired. Oh my God, that's exhausting.
That is petty bullshit.
That is so
and they're
exhausting.
In their 30s.
Yeah.
It's not even like they're 18 or 19.
Yeah.
They're in their 30s.
Pure conjecture. Absolute 100% pure conjecture. The reason that he went out to dinner with the friend was because she was the best friend, and it was the same week that those two had gotten into a huge fight. So maybe he thought that she wanted to talk to him about something with the relationship, and then he got there to dinner with her and found out, no, this is for her own thing, and that's when he cut off.
Well, he wouldn't have known that they'd gotten into a big fight about it.
Because
they don't talk.
Right. Okay, I think I misunderstood who had the big fight.
No. When the two girls had the fight,
yeah.
And but kind of on that though, maybe he accepted to go on the date with her or to go out to dinner with her. He might not even have thought it was a date because she was the best friend. He probably still loves her too. If you're together with somebody for 4 years, you still love them. And even though they're having a clean break and they're not communicating, he probably wanted to make sure she's okay. And he thought he was meeting with the friend so she could give him an update on how things are. And it wouldn't be he wanted to find out.
Wouldn't surprise me if she would have spun it that way whenever she asked him to go out.
Probably not. Yeah.
That's a pretty shitty friend.
That's not even a friend. No, like you can't even call that. And that's who she thought her best friend was. Honey, you need to meet new people because people like that are not friends. No. That breaks my heart for her.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I was just going to say you don't date friends as exes, but well, you can. But we waited a whole long time before, it wasn't just he and I broke up and then you dove in.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? It's been a month.
So that's different. And that whole situation was different. I wasn't living with him and together with him for 4 years and whatever. Yeah, no, absolutely 100% not the asshole. And I don't even think she should feel bad for saying what she said, because if somebody is so rude as to watching you cry, like your best friend watching you cry over a breakup and how much you miss your boyfriend and love him, and then she just goes on to say, well, I could have him.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And meaning it.
That bitch sucks.
No, you're not in the wrong for saying he doesn't like fake boobs and lip injections.
She kept saying this shit. She told her hey, stop. Yeah, no, she snapped. It happens with shitty friends.
Okay, one more. Am I the asshole for changing the lock to the washroom so my sister can't use it anymore? I, 21 female, and my sister, 19 female, live together. Our house has 2 bathrooms, one for private usage in our bedroom and one for guests outside the common area. But we rarely have guests over, so I tend to use it when my sister's in the private one. My sister is extremely germophobic. She hates using stuff that is touched by others, humans, animals, anything and anyone. She will not sit on the toilet if someone has sat on it. Yes, even if I have sat on the toilet too. And she will take an extensive amount of toilet paper to cover the surface and take a shower later. This applies to other matters such as eating as well.
Oh.
Since the day we started living together, my sister always bursts into the private bathroom every time I take a shower. My sister broke the lock after opening the lock incorrectly. She never says sorry, never feels guilty, and keeps doing it even after I told her to stop and explained to her why it's inappropriate. She says that she needs to use the washroom and I always take too long to get out. I tend to take a 1-hour shower late at night. Most of the time I spend sitting on the toilet.
Oh.
She has the water running.
Yeah.
After she's done with her shower first, besides, she also takes a 1-hour shower. So that's important, I think. I always tell her to use the guest one, but she says it's too dirty since it's for guests. As mentioned above, we rarely have guests, perhaps 1 to 2 times per year.
It's just in her head.
And I use it too when my sister is using the private one. I changed the lock today and my sister just lost her mind since she cannot use the private washroom when she needs it anymore. It's just changing the lock so I can enjoy my privacy and she's acting like it's the end of the world. Okay, no, wait. This is not part of this, but I'm just saying this. So we're understanding this correctly. She changed the lock, but the bathroom is only locked when someone else is using it. Yeah. It's not like it's locked all the time and she can never use the bathroom.
She just can't burst in on her sister.
She can't burst in on her sister when she's using the bathroom. I get that she's a germaphobe and I always make sure to clean the guest one weekly, but why is it so hard for her to use it? Edit, I only lock the bathroom when I use it, not 24/7. She can still have access to it anytime she needs it if I'm not in there.
Your sister be cray.
Yeah, definitely not the asshole.
No, not at all.
Like, I wouldn't want, even a sibling, I don't want my siblings barging in when I'm using the restroom. That's your time for privacy.
Especially when you have a guest bathroom. Now, if there was only the one bathroom and she was in there for like hour-long showers when she's not actually in the shower, it's one thing. But they have a guest bathroom that she's not using because it's too dirty even though it's not used. Like, it's
okay, I agree with that. Yeah. But she even said she showers after her sister and right after her sister, and her sister also takes an hour shower. Mm-hmm. If you can't get all of your bathroom stuff done in an hour before your sister takes an hour and you can't wait an hour, you have other problems that you need to address.
There's lots of problems here that she needs to address.
But she cleans the guest bathroom once every week and no one uses it. Mm-hmm. And if she can go into their bathroom and put all kinds of toilet paper down because her sister has used it, why can't she do it at the guest bathroom knowing full well no one uses it? I don't know. That's fucked up. Not the asshole. You're entitled to your privacy and she needs to be taking better measures to cope with her anxieties day to day. Why is it your duty to clean the guest bathroom weekly? If she has such an issue with germs, why isn't she the one cleaning it daily to make sure it's clean enough for her? Yeah. Get some rubber gloves and a face mask and tell her that's her bathroom now.
I was thinking the same thing. Just split them up. Like, this is a guest, this is your... Or even split it up so the private bathroom is just hers. And why doesn't she take over the guest bathroom? Yeah. Is it just a partial bathroom, I'm wondering? Is there a shower and everything?
That's kind of what I'm wondering. Because why wouldn't... I feel like she would. Like, I feel like it's like a half bath. I feel like it's a half bath, Yeah.
That's all weird.
100% not the asshole. Yeah. Did we really have all no assholes today?
I think we did.
Wow.
Nice.
I think the last time we did this, they were all assholes.
Yeah, last time was really frustrating because it was a whole lot of selfish assholes, too.
This time it wasn't. It was frustrating, but on
weird.
It was a weird mix of weirdness.
Bursting into bathrooms
and wanting people to call them mommy.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Good times.
Good times.
No assholes today, except for the one on the couch.
Oh, she just put her head down when you said that, like she was sad.
She's sad. Look at her. She's sad because it's chilly outside.
That's probably true. Yeah. It's delightful down here.
It's chilly down here.
That makes sense then, because it's delightful. All right.
I think we're going to call it there.
No one's the asshole today?
No one's the asshole today. Well, Finnegan was the asshole a little bit earlier.
Finnegan was the asshole earlier.
Yeah, Bubs just did not want to play. Finnegan's just like, I want to play.
But is he really the asshole because he wants to play?
He was an asshole the other day. He went up to Bubs and started going at him, and Bubs hissed at him and swatted at him, and I yelled at him, and he left. And then he came back. I think he just made a circuit around the downstairs and then came back and just walked up to Bubs. And as soon as Bubs saw him, he started hissing. And Finnegan's still doing his stiff leg thing coming at him and like a paw going out. So I ran over like, Finn, and I smacked his bottom just light. Finn, no. And he ran off. And 2-3 minutes later, some bitch comes wandering back out and just walks up to Bubs, whap, right across the back of the head, right in front of me.
I shouldn't find
I was like, you're just being a jerk now.
Yeah.
You know, Ben was totally the asshole.
See what Bubs does.
Bubs sat there and got smacked in the back of the head.
But you can't tell me that Bubs doesn't do shady shit.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he does do shady shit, but he's smart enough to do it not in front of me.
Well, that's true. All right. Well, nobody's the asshole.
Except for Finn.
Finn's not an asshole.
Yes. Oh, there's been so much stretching.
And his face just disappeared for a second. All right. Well.
All right, I gotta pee.
I'm gonna go get ready to visit Grandma and go to a cookout.
Are you gonna come up and burst into the bathroom while I'm peeing?
I am.
Nice.
And be like, pee!
Pee pee! The pee pee pee!
Okay.
All right.
On that note, everyone have a wonderful week. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.